Hello, I'm Matt, and it's been a while since I've made any videos, so I thought I would make a new one now. And new kitchen, which seems to be my thing, filming in the kitchen. Today I thought I would share some Kung Fu, in particular Northern Kung Fu fundamentals. So I'm not going to, this isn't instructional, but it is meant to be informational, so I'm going to talk my way through it, but I'm not trying to teach anyone anything, so I'm not going to go into every detail in the way I would if I were teaching it. So there may be important points left out, but if you can pick up on them, then you can put it together yourself. And if you can't, then of course you should come and learn from someone, preferably me. Anyway, we're going to start in a horse stance. This is more of a northern horse stance, so not necessarily all the way down. A little bit of an arch shape, so a combination of descending and rising energy. And the whole idea is how to use the bow or bow and arrow stance to generate shifting power, which I think is the primary use of this stance, of the bow and arrow stance, in striking. So we'll start here, and let's just start with the punch. We're going to pivot on the center of the foot, on each foot, and strike forward as we turn. Now, once we get to there, you could just rotate the other way into another punch. So it would be this. However, oftentimes you'll see something like this. A clawing motion, circular motion in between. Now, we have to ask the question, what is this for? And of course, you could hear it described as a block and a grab, and then you pull and strike again. But, I mean, I suppose it could be. But how likely is that in a striking context? So I think a more accurate description is, first of all, if we just alternate back and forth, there's a tendency for our energy to start to come up. In other words, for us to become unsettled because of just the sheer amount of, the volume that we're outputting. So we do this to settle. The elbow settles, and our minds and bodies should settle with it. And then the other thing is we direct our attention so that our attention doesn't get scattered as we're doing it, as we're getting tired. We direct our attention. Now you could maybe point, but if you point, especially in this position, your tendency is to be drawn in that direction. So instead of directing yourself this way, you give yourself a space in front of you that you can focus on. You direct your attention toward it, but then you have the feeling of focusing in on it, clamping in on it like you would the claw. And then that's where your next punch comes to. So here, so something like that. Hope that was interesting.